Hey guys, you ready for a Flosstube extra? We're here in the Floss Palace. I realized that even though I promised a peek at my stash and how I organize things, I never actually delivered on that. So this is my setup here in the Floss Palace, as we call it. You see I got a couple lamps. I do have the overhead light, and I usually have this window open, but our neighbor's house is like right there, so I'm gonna keep that closed for now. But let me give you a peek at what we've got going on here. This is a closet. This is where I keep everything. Woo, look at that. It's so pretty. It also smells really nice in there. It smells like linen, which is a weird thing, but you can see I have ironed everything. That was a whole day, ironing all the fabric that I have and then labeling them. I have them kind of organized by dyer and then by count. But I just had a brilliant idea. I think it was just this morning. I have all these tags here that say 46, 46, and then I've got like a 40, and I've got other tags here. But I realized I should do like color-coded little ribbons or something, because I'm often having to peek over and take a look, and once you get to the back, it's hard to see. Anyway, I got these hangers from the Container Store. And I got these ones specifically. They're a bit more than some others, but they have this rubber bit on here, and I thought it would be okay for my fabric. So that's how I have my fabric organized. You can see that down here I have another drawer unit from the IKEA, not from IKEA, from the Container Store. I am sick of IKEA. That's why I said it like that. I'm sorry. This is some Overa Soie that I have kitted up for specific projects like this. Thank you, Barry. This is everything that I need for the rose and the giant pear. And I have them organized not by color number, but by how they are organized on the thread chart itself. This is, looks like it's for the, Alexander's of Drayton. And then I have some other things. These are my Martha Walmsley threads. I have not put them in a box yet. But so this is how I keep specific Overa Soie threads. And then here are some over-dyed Overa Soie. These are the Painter's collections from Threadnuts, threadnuts.com. I also promised to show you guys these, and I never did. But these are awesome. I used one of them for a pear recently, and I love it. In fact, I think I have it right up here. So I'm just gonna pull it down. I kind of tucked this away because I need to get back to it. So this is Georgia. This is the color I ended up using for the one pair that I did. This is a scrap from XJU. She sends samples of her threads. So anyway, and then I pulled these other two threads from the Painter's collection, thinking I would use those for pairs as well. So let me just give you a peek at, since we're here, peek at something I worked on. If I can find it, there's my hoop mark. So it must be right there. So this is one of the Anjou pairs from Annie B's Folk Art. I have blue work pairs and red work pairs as well. So I'm gonna pop those back up there. I would have probably tucked this away in a project bag or a drawer, but I left it out there to kind of force myself to get back to it, and I just haven't. Down here, let's see, this is a chart. This is a gift from Laura, or I should say hand-me-down. She said it was a hand-me-down. And then here are some other supplies I have. You might recognize this is from Chantel's. This is for a Teresa Kogut kit. This is all my 32 count fabric, and then you see I have more little swatches, things I got from Hoop and Frame and XJU and everything. So I've got that. And then the bottom drawer, I think, is empty. Yes, it's empty. It's waiting for stuff. Maybe I need to buy some stuff and fill it. Yes. And then over here, you may have seen me talk about these boxes before. I got these at Michael's. These perfectly fit these small little Hands Across the Sea charts. So I have a bunch of those in there, tucked up there. But then in addition to that, my first drawer in this unit, which is also from the Container Store, my first drawer in this unit is all hats. You'll see hats. And there's a piece of fabric in here because it is for Martha Walmsley. It came as part of the kit from Hobby House, and I just wanted to make sure that it never was accidentally pulled for something else. My second drawer is all Shakespeare's Peddler. I think it's all Shakespeare's Peddler. It should be. Although it looks like we've got some Scarlet House. So this is Shakespeare's Peddler and Scarlet House. And then in here, I've got like other samplers. So this beauty from the attic that I was just looking at last night, thinking I need to start this soon. Trying to decide what fabric and floss I'm gonna use. Oh, see, I've got another Scarlet House. I should pop that up there. But then I've got, you know, anything that's a sampler, basically. Look at this. Yeah. And then this is my Just Nan drawer, and then other Mill Hill stuff. Look at this. I got this on clearance from the attic. He was like in a, you know, one of those clearance little bins in the back, half off. And I was like, I need to bring him home. But I've got some other things. And then, you know, like this chart, you guys may have seen me talk about this piece on an early Flosstube. I did finish all the stitching. I just haven't put it together yet. So I do need to get to that. But this is all Just Nan stuff. All of it. And then what do we have in here? It's probably just like other smalls. Look at this. We've got a Stacey Nash. And then this one I really like. I got this. This was a market release, the Mindful Needle Designs. And then I've got a Teresa Kogut. I've got some Brenda Gervais, Plum Street, more Teresa Kogut. Things to make smalls or maybe seasonal stuff. This drawer is a mess. I'm not going to talk about this drawer. This is extra threads and things that I have. I've got some Sweetheart Tree items down here. I love these little itty bitty kitty things. I've stitched a couple of them, and I'll show you in a moment a couple things that I have done. What else is in here? I don't know. Oh, other smalls. Maybe I should move those up. But then I've also got a bunch of DMC. So there's a box down here that has a bunch of DMC that I bubbinated back when I was bubbinating things. This is more Mill Hill stuff. This is exclusively Mill Hill, so there's perforated paper. These are some items that I need to finish. This is kind of a reminder. I need to put the hat on the snowman here. I need to cut this Santa out and finish him. And then I need to stitch this third Santa in that trio so we can get those up on the tree this year. But then I've got a bunch of other Mill Hill kits down here. So, and I may or may not get to them. You know, it's like just nice to have. Like I definitely stitched this taco. It's on my fridge, but you know, and I would really like to stitch the popcorn and throw that on my fridge. But like, am I ever gonna stitch this cupcake? I don't know, but it's cute. So we hang on to it. So that's what's going on in the closet. And then on the other side, I will show you in just a moment. Let's see. Okay, so then here we have canvases, which we'll probably never use. And then this is how I store the bulk of my 103s. These are like random things that I had in my own collection. And then Mom very graciously bought me a crap ton, organized them by number. And so that's how they're stored there. Yep. And then this here, this piece, I actually found it at an antique store here in Indianapolis. And it was, I think it was like $90. And it was one of those things where I was looking at it and I was looking at it and I thought, if I leave and I don't go home with that, I'm gonna regret it. And it has been wonderful. I have these quilts from my grandmother I need to display, do something with, especially this one I really love. It's just got these kitties all over it. And she hand stitched all that. This is a berry bag that my mom just gave me. So that was hanging there. And then I have this Hands Across the Sea tea towel hanging here because it's covering some finished items. So it's protecting them from spider poop. That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. I'm gonna throw my berry bag back there. It is a big bag, so I can't fit it in a drawer. All right, and then here is my setup for my desk. Previously, there had been more things on my desk, but we recently had some company over, and they were staying in this room. There's an extra bed behind me. They were staying in this room, and so I and they have a small child, so I cleared everything off, like put away all needles and scissors and things. But you can see what I'm working on now. I'll give you a look. This is Maria Ewan by Hands Across the Sea. This is Queen of the May of 2023. I'm really itching to get Queen of the May of 2024. I have an order placed, but I'm still waiting on it. I think because we're waiting on threads and stuff, but I hope to get that soon. But you can see I have all the threads for Maria here in one of these Gutermann boxes. Here's the lid for it. And so the first number that appears on the list is 29. And so this is 29. And then we have 142 and 142 and so on. And that's how I like to organize things. There is a hole here because I am still missing a color. And then this one is off in the corner by itself because this is a Seraphine. This is what I'm using for the over one verse here, the Lord's Prayer there. And let's see, I have my scissors here, and then I also have a needle book that I had thrown in a project bag. I've got these other scissors that I like to take with me. I've got my little mice friends. Yeah, and you'll notice I have some wools here. This is for a project, but I realized I bought the wools. I have 32 count linen, but I don't think I have the right needles for it. And then up here on this lamp, here is a needle minder that I got at Sampler Symposium. This is the fun fob that came with the berry bag there, given to me by my mom. And these are the itty bitty kitties I was talking about. So I stitched these on 32 count linen, and then my mom finished them into little pillows for me. So super cute. And then over here is my setup with this big, beautiful piece of furniture that I found at the same antique store. And so I've got my iPad here. I was just watching some Flosstube, so I'll put that down so you can't see me in my terrible pajamas. And then I've got another set of flosses here ready to go because Sarah of Sarah Stitchy Spot, she's gonna start a stitch along here for Florence Mary Dickinson just later this month. So I wanted to make sure I had all the colors for that. I was only missing a couple, so I got those. You'll see I have another lip balm. I have lip balm all over because I can't live without it. In these beautiful little drawers, I've got some fun floss drops. So these ones are just boring white ones that I purchased, but like these are from Laura. These ones are from number 12 Stitch Co. Oh, look, there's a sticker from Katie. That's so neat. Oh, look who it is. I love those. I haven't used those bean floss beans, because I just like them so much. What else do I have in here? Oh, I've got note cards, and then I've got random crap, and then I think I have some Baldani down in there. And I've got my thread winder here, and then in the cabinet I have some really fun stuff. And you know, like my pumpkin people, obviously it's not Halloween season, but I don't care. I stitched it, I'll leave it out. And it's just nice to look at all my goodies in there. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? So this is my setup that you guys would be interested to see. I hope to film a regular Flosstube soon and show you guys the progress I've made on various projects and talk about my little bit of haul that I have and chat with you soon. Bye.